It's been a minute since I have shared any of my writing with you in an unpublished episode, but I hope that today's episode has been worth the wait because today I get to share with you a preview of my book, Write Your Book 10 Mindset Hacks to Move You from Fear to Finish. This is the introduction. Welcome to Unpublished, a work in progress audio podcast by Denise Renee. So just a quick disclaimer, this is part of my pre-published preview. So you can actually pre-order my book right now and get the first 3 chapters as a PDF download and as an audiobook download. So I'm still putting the finishing touches on my book. I still have to get it to edit. I still have to format the book, record the official audiobook, and all of the things. But you can pre-order now, get this advanced preview, and get updates from me on the publication process. Head over to www.writeyourbook.tips and you'll be directed to my pre-order page. Now, if this is a couple of months from now and publication is completely done, then going to www.writeyourbook.tips will give you order options for the official book. But for right now, let's jump into this juicy little preview of the introduction. Now I'm going to tell you, it's just certain sections. It's not the entire thing. So if you want to read or hear the full introduction, please go ahead and support my pre-order and get access to the full thing. So without further ado, here's a section of the introduction to Write Your Book. Child, you already know. I have a confession to make. I wrote this book 6 years ago, but didn't publish it. I completed the initial draft in September 2019. I rewrote it in 2020. The next step was to get the manuscript proofread and proceed with self-publishing. But I didn't take the next step. As I reviewed my draft, I doubted if a stranger would hire me. Writing this book felt futile. In my eyes, what I wrote wasn't good enough. I convinced myself that I needed a different type of book to introduce my business to the world. Late in 2020, I abandoned this book. I was in the business of helping people write books to get clients, but somehow I just knew it wasn't going to work for me. I had helped people come up with the perfect book topic and content that would help them grow their business, but I couldn't seem to do it for myself. Depressed, I abandoned the second book. Coincidentally, I stopped all promotional efforts for my business at the same time. I remained on a business hiatus until late in 2024. Writing is a scary business. You may not be able to relate to completing an entire manuscript and abandoning it. However, I'm sure you can relate to doubting yourself. Raise your hand if you've ever talked yourself out of taking action that could benefit you. My current position, 2 hands raised plus a foot. If you have been listening to the negative voice in your head, giving you compelling reasons not to write and publish your book, you're not alone. Although I'm a professional writer and editor, I'm not immune. I hope that sharing my extreme self-doubt about writing and publishing a book lets you know I intimately understand the struggle, despite all of the accomplishments that I should take pride in. But no amount of raw talent, degrees, training, skills, or even years of experience prepared me to fight the self-sabotaging voice in my head. Since I've come through the fire, the point of this book is to give you that preparation based on my experiences. The 10 mindset hacks are all about helping you quiet the noise and discover the still small voice inside that's telling you that one compelling reason you should write and self-publish your book. Today, I'm grateful that it took me 6 years to publish this book. Here's why. My first draft stemmed from pure intellect. I had conversations with many individuals interested in book coaching and editing or ghostwriting services. They told me how much they wanted to write a book, along with the reasons why they couldn't. As the writing expert in the room, I thought I had their answers. All they needed was a different perspective. So I wrote about how they could change their perspective and get down to the business of writing. The solutions seemed clear cut, but I didn't take into account just exactly how difficult it is to change our minds. Then I encountered my own emotional roadblocks in writing and self publishing this book. Although my specific fears are not the ones listed in this book, the root is still the same. Fear of writing a book is crippling. I know because I've experienced it. I know what it's like to desire the advantages of writing a book, but it feels out of reach. I also know what it takes to push past the negative thoughts and excuses blocking my progress so that I can experience said benefits. I offer this book to you from my vulnerable experience and my venerable expertise. It no longer reads like just another preachy know it all expert who is condescendingly telling you what to do. And you can't dismiss my tips by thinking, well, that's easy for you to say, Denise Renee. You're a professional writer. You don't know what I'm going through. You're right. I don't know what you're going through. But now you have insight into my plight. And I'm willing to bet it's a little simpler. I have firsthand knowledge of how hard writing and self publishing a book is. It's not because of grammar rules or an inability to communicate clearly on paper. There's help for that. It's literally what I do as a writing coach and manuscript editor. No. What makes writing a book hard is overcoming limiting beliefs and pushing past fearful thoughts. As accomplished a writer as I am, I still feel scared. Self doubt gnawed with a million questions. Was my book adequate? Would it help me accomplish my goal of attracting, at the time, ghostwriting clients? Also, was it too early in my business to publish a book? Was there a specific number of clients that I should have helped and be able to brag about before I wrote a business book? And then I made assumptions about how people would judge my book. What if my book wasn't a bestseller or they didn't enjoy reading it? Would that invalidate me as a marketer or as a writer or both? Being a former English teacher, having a degree in creative writing, and 10 plus years of experience as a copywriter didn't seem like bonuses now. They were an 800-pound Acme anvil of cartoonish pressure that I put on myself. But delay is often divine preparation. During the time that my book lay dormant in the dirt of my mind, the book was at work on me and in me. Roots of purpose sprouted, sought water, found a spot to anchor, and then started their multi year journey back to the surface of my consciousness. Meanwhile, I took time off from my ghostwriting business. I reflected, reimagined, and reemerged. Now, this book is perfect for attracting my ideal clients into my reimagined writing coaching business today. Look at God. Do you want to know the thought I had in 2024 that finally broke my negative thoughts and sparked a fire to publish this book? I'm grateful that when I contemplated all of this midway through 2024, I didn't get depressed. Like I said, it sparked a fire. I knew what to do. I had fears to push past and a book to rewrite. Notice I said push past my fears. In reality, my fears are still very much present. In fact, I think I picked up a few more along the way. However, I rediscovered my why. Turns out it's more powerful than all of my fears combined. Reconnecting with my greater purpose for writing finally propels me into action. Taking action quieted my self sabotaging inner voice long enough to move from fear to finished manuscript. You are not reading or listening to this by accident. You are here because you have a book, several probably, buried deep in your heart. I don't think they're buried as in dead and gone. I believe your books are seeds planted deep within you. They're germinating, waiting to pierce the topsoil of your life and emerge as a fruitful tree. The time is now. You just need to find and unearth your why and get tools to help you push past your fears. Who better to get tools from than someone who's done it herself? My book, in your hands, on your screen, or in your ears right now, is proof of what's possible for you. Imagine the people whose lives are waiting to be transformed by your book. Imagine the impact your book will have on your life or your business, or both. Keep holding on to that feeling as we dive deep into the mindset hacks that will move you from fear to finished manuscripts. All right. That's enough. Okay. So I would love for you to get the full introduction by going to www.writeyourbook.tips and support my pre-order. The audio that you hear is me doing this exact reading, just a little bit more cleaned up. But I promise you, when it comes to the real audiobook, oh, we're doing it up, baby. Professional mic and everything. This right now is just a teaser, so I just want to thank you so much in advance for your support. And in the next Unpublished episode, I'm going to be previewing chapter 1 for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.